Here we are. Let's go into the desktop scene. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so today I'm just carrying on adding extra bits to decorate your store with. So let's have a look. Currently I'm still on the pathways and bridges. I've just done the simple bridge, so let me just show that off and just put it on now. Lovely. So if I were to give myself, so give bridge simple, I'll give like a massive amount, I don't know why. Okay, there you go, I can place it down, solid, I can walk over it, and actually it's nice as well, I've made it so you can actually put things underneath it. Obviously you can't put objects underneath it, but you can put pathways. So if I give myself a pathway, so give a path stone, I think that's what I called it. Then I can actually go to my pathway and it actually gets placed under the bridge. I can place it under the bridge if I like, so that's really cool. So that works just as I wanted it to. In addition to that, I can't place any other objects where the bridge would be able to be placed. So it's all working perfectly. So next up, we're going to be going to make the other types of bridges. So I've got them all ready. I just need to create a prefabs of them. So let's go to, where are we going? Not fluffs and flats, we've got pathways and bridges. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. You can't see it on the screen because it's cutting off if you're watching from TikTok. Well, let's go into it. There we go. And what I'm going to do is just replace the mesh. So bridge, got this nice little bridge type here. It's slightly lower, that's fine, it'll be in the ground, it'll look nice. Just going to change the mesh. So remove that one it's got there. I'm going to add another one. So mesh collider, and that will just help the player collide with the mesh. That's honestly all I need to do for that. Let me just rename it. So let's call this one, what was that one called? Bridge, let's call it turreted. Now what I want to do here as well, I'm going to just take you over to there, and I make scriptable objects of every single object that you can place in the scene. So if I were to create a bridge there, let's duplicate the bridge that we've already got, simple bridge, and now I just need to change the stats of it. So let's call it bridge turreted. I don't know if that's how you spell turreted, but that's how I'm spelling it. And that's basically the ID. So if ever I want to load in or find out what's actually going on there with this item, I just reference the ID. So and then this is what the player will actually see, the name of the item. So let's call it turreted bridge. Okay, and then all we want to do then is just replace the mesh with what we just had, the bridge turret, and we want to replace the prefab that we just made, so this one here, and that is it. It's as simple as that. I've made another object for the game. So let's just test it out. So go to my debugs. This is all my items. It's probably could be cleaner, but that's fine. Wait a minute, let me just rename this one. Bridge turreted. Okay. lovely jubbly. Let's drag it into my debug and let's play the game and see what it looks like in game. Okay, press play. Alright, so let's load it in. So give, now I have to try and remember how I spelt bridge turret. Is it double R? Turreted. Bridge turreted. Oh, that's not how you spell it. How did I? Bridge turreted, apparently. Let's try that again. Give bridge turreted. I've obviously borrowed this way of talking from Minecraft, when you give up to yourself. Right, there we go, we got it. It's in our little inventory there. I can flip through. That's it there. The camera's taken a photo of it. And there we go. I can now place it in the world. That is so cool. And I can stand on it. And it works perfectly. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. So we've got a bridge simple, we've got a bridge turreted. And see, these are just little decorations that you can be placing around the place. So I can place like a little cart here. I've got a nice cool little wagon that you can sort of sit in. And everything is like you can add your objects to the table. So there you go, I've had a little thing there. I can add a few jars to decorate the place. Same with here. I can place one there. Got a nice little plate, so that's a big plate. Little plate I can pop there. Lovely jubbly. And I've got things like tables and countertops like this. And I found that one thing that really brings it all together is adding a tent over the top. So if I give myself a tent, tent. My favourite type of tent is the square flapped one, so I'll give myself square flapped. Now, watch this. If I go along, and here is a tent. I can now place it over the top, and that looks really cool. It already looks like, wow, this is a little merchant stand. I can put little books on the stand, just decorate the thing. We're hanging off the other bit. A nice little lantern there. Ah, this is looking so good. Lamp. Pop a bridge here for some reason. I don't know why you would, but there you go. Yeah, it is looking nice. Very nice. I'm liking this. And then, yeah, so basically you just want to be decorating your stall as much as you like, really, as much as you want to decorate it. You're basically trying to sell your spices that you're growing and you're foraging for, and you're mixing and matching different like chilies together to create different new varieties, and you're basically making them into jams and, you know, spices, pickles, and making a nice little market stall to sell them. That's basically the game. What I want to do now, though, now I've done that bridge, the final bridge is let's see what I called it. Pathways and bridges. Bridge modern, apparently. Let's see what that looks like. Interesting. That's okay, we'll do that one. That's the final bridge, and then we've sorted our bridges out and our pathways. So, same process. All we got to do is edit this bridge that we've already got. Create a new one, call it bridge modern. I can see why I called that bridge modern. It's a bit interesting. And we can change the materials of this as well. So I can change it to, I don't know, steel maybe? Make it real modern. Thinks it loads. Steel, there you go. Oh, shiny. Maybe even make the bottom bit the dark wood. Yeah, that's all that. That looks nice and modern. Sleek. Very sleek. Just double check. Yeah, that's all good. All good. Just going to go to my Twitch and see what's going on there, because I don't seem to be getting any of my comments, my chat room, just in case. Okay, I'll keep that open for my chat room to pop up. Cool. Not that there's anyone in there. Alright. Just don't want to miss someone if they're chatting. Alright, bridge. Bridge. Modern, did I call it? Modern. Okie dokie. And then all I want to do is just create the scriptable object like I just did. So rename it to bridge modern. And then change all the IDs basically. So bridge modern. I'm trying to do multiple things at once because I've got a stream on TikTok here and I've got a stream on Twitch, and I think I've accidentally made it go to YouTube as well. So it's trying to like juggle where everything is. Anyway, simple bridge. You want to call it a modern bridge. Probably can't have a better name than modern bridge, but that'll do for now. So once that's done, we change the materials of what it comes up as. So we wanted it as steel, didn't we? And dark wood. So these are all the materials I've just made myself. My own shader there. And then we just want to replace the prefab with the modern one. And once again, we've done another item. It's a lot easier now once I've modeled them and set up the basics of the system, how it works really. So let's have a look and see what it looks like in game. Sip my tea. Lovely. So let's give myself the bridge. Give bridge modern. Give bridge modern. I'll give myself 2 of those. Hello, Abdul. Thank you for the likes. How are you? What you been up to? Oh, that looks nice. I like that. That works very good. Oh, it works perfectly. Cool. So that all works. That's exactly what you wanted. So basically, I've just added all these things. I don't know if you really want bridges in your decorating your store, but that'll do. If people want it, it's there. It's available. So I think that's everything. The last items now we need to do are under the category of stone items. So we can have a look at what we've got there. So we've got a little brick wall, we've got a pillar, we've got a window thingy, just different things you can decorate with. Broken pillar, and a some bricks down there. Monolith, oh that's interesting. Plinth. Just interesting things to decorate really. wall there. I think that's the stone stuff we're going to be making. So I should delete all those. We don't want them in the scene because we will be creating little prefabs of them instead. So let's just take something which is the same size as those things and just change the mesh. So go over here, I've got my let's look at decorative items. I can put up sacks one by one. Let's duplicate that. Let's drag that into my stone items. And then what I want to do is just change its name to what we're doing first. Pillar. Stone pillar. Let's make it a marble pillar because that would be cool. I mean, in the game I want you to be able to change around all the materials of every object, so they won't stick to being marble or stone. You can make it whatever material you want, really. So what we want to do then is just change the mesh. So let's go for pillar. Nice. This takes 3 materials, interesting. Okay, so let's change the materials now. So let's change it to marble. Lovely jubbly. Ew, yeah, that's good. We want a should we just have it all marble? Maybe we can have some obsidian there as well. Interesting. And let's go for stone. Stone. Sandstone. Let's try sandstone. I mean, it's an interesting look. I don't think it's it's quite what we're looking for. It's a bit tacky. Let's just change some of these around. So if we make that I think I like the idea of it being just marble. Marble. Nice little marble pillar. Beautiful. And it's just got like a little yellowy sandstone bit at the top as well. Just to pick that out a bit. Okay, I think that's that. So all we want to do then, just like we've just been doing, is making a prefab of that, a scriptable object. So let's go into my decorative items and let's just duplicate one so we've got it. Now what I'll probably find of this is that it doesn't it doesn't fit within the camera when it tries to add it to my inventory and as a little image. But we'll get there when we get there. Let's just make this first, see what it looks like. So pillar, just call it pillar for now. Pillar. Grab the mesh. So all this mesh is doing is creating it so that it can then take a photo of it. So that's all that's for. Then same with the color materials, it will change the color to those materials. So let's just get our marble toon, triple it because this mesh takes 3, and was it the middle one which was sandstone? We'll see. So it's a decoration, place item on object. We don't want to place it on an object, we only want to place it on the ground. Standalone, and we'll set it to what we just created. So pillar, marble pillar, there we go. So that's done. We can see what it looks like. Just rename this and then we'll go. Normal. Right, let's have a look. Now I know when it comes up in my inventory, it's going to be a bit cut off. So let's see. Give pillar 43. That just shows that number. Yeah, so there you can see the inventory. It's just hitting the bottom. It's just taking a photo of the bottom of the pillar. That's fine. Let's just place it and see if it works first. Nice, 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 nice. I like that. The collision is going to be off because I forgot to change it from the sack to the pillar. It's okay. Wow, that looks so nice. Look at that. Ah, so good. Anyway, just add a few more. Ooh. Yes. Okay. So just a few things need changing then. So let's go into our pillar. What we want to do is just change the collision quickly. So let's just drag that all the way up here. It's the box collider, so you cannot collide with it there. Let's just bring that in a bit. It's a bit hard to see, but that's the reason why I made it isometric for editing, so that I can easily see what's going on. Okie dokie. Right, that's done. And the next thing, or the last thing, is just the camera taking a photo. Right, so how my inventory system works is it will take a photo of every object that you've got in your inventory and saves it as a little image. The reason I did that instead of wanting to draw or have pre-made images is because, like I was saying earlier, I want to be able to change all the materials of everything. So as you can imagine, I'd be creating tons and tons of different variants of every single object in order to make the icons. So let's just go and see if we can change that. So we need to go to the select system. Is it select system? I've already lost where I've put everything. UI, it's in UI. Temp Photo Studio. So what I want to do is grab my camera. So it displays a little image here of what the camera sees. Increase that size a bit. And then what we want to do is take add another inspector, so I could do two at the same time. So let's just lock this one, and in the photo object we want to replace it with the pillar so that we can see what the pillar looks like to the camera. There we go. So now I can see what this is what the camera took a photo of when it was adding it to my inventory. So we don't actually want that. So we'll adjust the camera dimensions. You can see there until we get it nicely in the square, and this will correspond to the object image in our inventory. So that's nice. Okay, perfect. And then it's a bit fidgety, but then all I have to do now is go into the called? Scriptable object I just made. And change the dimensions on this bit here to match where the camera should be to take the photo. So I changed the camera to be a size of -4.4. Its Z position was now -22.41, and rotation is 23. I mean, there's probably a better way to do this, maybe, I don't know, but this is what I've got. 68. Okay, so that's everything done with the camera. So now it will be in the correct position to take the photo of our object. So let's have a look and see what that looks like. Save it. Okay. Okay, let's give ourselves the pillar again. Give pillar 3. As you can see, the icon in the corner is slightly off. I think I've got a number wrong somewhere, but Collider's working now. I can't collide with it anymore. Cool. So what did I get wrong with that that thing? -4.4, blah, blah, blah. Let's just check my camera. Oh, 4.87 on the Y. I forgot to do. Right, now let's see what it looks like. Give pillar. Okay, let's hope. There we go. And there's the pillar in our inventory. It's just popped up and it looks cool. Yep, that works fine. I like just. The problem is I waste a lot of my time just placing down all my items because I just like the look at them and seeing it all working basically. So you could have like a stand with tons of pillars everywhere. Oh yes, imagine that. Imagine like a little pathway leading up to your herbs and spices stand. Like that. We put like something like a couple of these, and then maybe one of these there, one of these there. Probably a little jar on here, little pot, a couple of pots here, plate on this. Let's put a plate on this table here. And let's give ourselves a tent. Pointed. Okay, this is gonna look good. There's our pointed tent. Pop it over the top. Oh, so good. I mean, it's a little bit close and tacky, but oh, welcome to my stand. Tents out here. Ooh. Hello, silly bowler. No, not yet. I cannot rotate objects yet. That's coming. That'll be here soon. I'm just making all the objects first. So give path stone. Brick. So see what it looks like with a little path going down the middle. because yeah, it would be nice to rotate in a scenario like this. Oh, so good. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, I've made an absolute mess, but it could look good if you actually know what you're doing, you know, when you're decorating. And you can adjust all the materials of everything as well. Okay, that's the marble pillar done. Next up, we've got the broken marble pillar. So let's go to our our decorative items. Burlap sack, we're just going to copy that one because that's the best one. Tractor stone items. First off, we've got to create the my mind can't think. Prefab. Okay. So pillar broken. Am I looking for? Pillar broken. That is massive. Compared to the pillar that we just had, something feels like it's gone wrong. I've got the scale wrong for this piece. Okay, that's fine. Let's just scale it down. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Wait a minute. Let's just see what it looks like in game before we do anything. Let's just change the box collider. Okie dokie. Bring it in a bit because we want to be able to stand on that little bit of the plinth. Lovely. And lastly, make the change in the scriptable object. Okay, so what we're doing again is just giving it its ID. And then giving it a name. Broken pillar. The mesh. Pillar broken. The material, which is marble. And then we don't want it to be able to place on an item, just we want it to be placed on the ground. And then drag in the what's it called? Marble pillar. Right, let's see what it looks like. Put it into our debug quickly. I have a feeling it's going to be massive. It should be 1 square wide, but let's see. Give pillar broken. I mean, it's massive on the on the what's it called, image. Yeah, that is what has gone on there. That is giant. I mean, it could work, a giant version, but no, that's not what I want. Yeah, it is Autumn, it's Unity engine. Right. Yeah, I think I might gonna. Well, ideally, I want to edit the actual Blender file because I don't really want to be updating it in Unity. I want it to be right first time. So let me just go find out what went on there. So that was open recent stone items. Okay, so it's got all our items here. It was the broken pillar we got here. So I'm guessing it just hasn't had its hasn't been centered or whatever. The scale, yeah, look, the scale was at 0.48. That should have been applied. So let's apply the scale. Now the scale is at 1. That was our problem. Just double check everything else. Okay, there's a few things where the scale's off. So let me just change all of those. The bricks are off, so apply the scale of the bricks. Ah, nice. Cell shaded. I don't think Blender's pretty good, isn't it? I think Unity is probably harder, isn't it, to make sort of a seamless sort of cell shaded look. Right, bricks. Let's apply the scale of those. Apply the scale of the mini pillar. Apply the scale. Just quickly do all these things so that they're done and re-import them. Colored lighting. I wouldn't know. There's a lot of things I'd want to do. I see like tutorials for in Blender, and I want to do them. But then it's pointless because I'm going to be putting it into Unity anyway. So sometimes I try and like reverse engineer and do the shaders that I've done in Blender in Unity, the tutorials. But lighting, I haven't even looked into lighting in Unity. I don't even know much about it, to be honest. Let's re-import all of these. So I've got a handy little plugin, just a batch export. Perfect. Export Unity. I think that's what I need to do. Export, and it's done. What am I doing? Blender. Right, now let's import those again. So stone items, let's delete all of these because that ain't it. They're all wrong. Right. Let's just go into my stone items game folder. Trader. Art 3D. Blender files. stone items. There you go. So now these should all be the correct size. So now all I'm doing is changing the materials, or getting rid of all the materials on these because I don't want them to import any Blender materials. It's just, I need to do all of that in the game engine instead. So the annoying thing is you can't actually multiple select these and change the materials. It doesn't support it for some reason. Just got to go one by one. Change the material creation to none and apply. Lovely. Okay. So hopefully by importing those materials, not materials, 3D objects, it kept what I just did with the thing because it's named exactly the same. Yep, there you go, the marble pillar is still there, and let's see what that looks like. It looks better. Let's see what it looks like in game. Okay, play. And right, let's give ourselves a pillar, broken. Okay, there you go, it's the right size now. Lovely. It's slightly wonky, but that'll do. Nice. I'm just going to quickly check what the wonk is, why it's wonky. So let's just look from the top and just adjust accordingly, so I know how much it needs to be moved over by. It looks like it needs to be 0.5, 0.5. Yeah, all good. So then pillar broken, just change this to 0.5, just move it over a bit. There we go. Now that's all working. Just quickly change the box collider as well so that it matches up with that. Edit it a little bit. Okay. Try not to use like really complex colliders because it's not necessary. Just the boxes seems good enough, really. Cool. That's 2 stone items made. Stone items are the last on the list, really. So, but let's see. Brick wall. Let's go for the brick wall next, because I made a cool brick texture and I hope it works. Right. Let's go in and change the mesh to brick. Brick wall. Okay, it still occupies 1 square. And we want to change the material to brick. Oh, please work. because it'll look so cool. Oh, look at that. Waha. That is an unlit shader. There's no normal maps, or it doesn't receive light, but I've done that all manually within the shader to make it look like it's brick. Cool, let's just change the collider again. Oh, that's not, we do not like that. Can I rotate the collider? I can't. Annoying. No, let me just add another collider. Delete that. And let's add a brick collider. Whoa, indeed, what indeed. Okay, and then I can rotate it. Oh, wrong angle. Beautiful. That's beautiful, that is. I mean, the shader I did make is an absolute mess. I mean, I don't know if you've seen it already, but I really need to clean it up. And I have made a lot of changes recently that sort of messed it up. They used to have outlines, but the outlines got messed up, so it's not perfect. This shader is sort of just hacked together. As you can see, it's taken hours to just load up because it's such a mess. But hopefully this won't crash, because I can't remember when I saved. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? Oh. I can't exit out of this. There's no X. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's the shader. Look at it. It's so nice. The thing is, I tried to make it so there was some variation, and that sort of added loads of extra bits, and it didn't really work that well. But there we go. Let's look what these bricks look like. I'll clean it up another time. I need to actually figure out what everything does. Half the time I was just trial and error. Right, stone items. Let's just make the scriptable object. Okay, and all we want to do then is just change the ID and everything. So, brick. Brick wall, we'll call it. They're not very inspired names, but maybe I'll change them later. Place main object, standalone. I want to give it the prefab brick. Ooh. Okay, that's that done. Let's see what that looks like in game. Should be, hopefully, should be working. Hello, Ethan. Ethan, how is it going? Give a wall brick. Okay, so it showed up in my little what's it called? Inventory, nicely. There we go. I mean, since I changed the shader recently, it's sort of messed up the yeah, it doesn't look that good. Let me try and edit this brick material. Let's go into my materials. Brick. Let's just try and edit a few things and see if we can fix this. So there's tons of little variables. I've had loads of variables added for this shader. Maybe I should have created multiple shaders with different purposes. Yeah, I did make those commands as well, so that's really helped, just adding debugging commands that I can just type and get what I want basically. I think I've added it so you can make myself super fast as well, and to grow plants like instantly rather than having to wait. I mean the implementation for waiting isn't even there yet, but shadow strength, no, that's not what we want. Room light, it's got something to do with this. I've really messed up trying to make everything basically different, because before it was very uniform, every single item looked exactly the same. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah. Thank you. Are you still in college, or have you gone on to do anything specific to do with games, or are you just doing something else, Ethan? I like the look of that. I think that looks nicer. It's not as normal mapped as it used to be, since I messed around with the shader, which is annoying. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's good enough. I mean, I'm not wanting it to be normal as sort of like a realistic texture. I want it to be sort of cartoony, cell shaded, but it also has a little bit of texture in the shadows and things. So that's why I had to make a bespoke shader, because the other toon shaders just weren't cutting it basically. Right, cool, I like that. So go back into the game, place another one. There is some variation in the texture, which there wasn't before, but it still looks brick-like, so I'm happy with that. Looks nice. Right, that's that done. Moving on to the next object, we got games programming. That's cool. That's really cool. You probably know more than me then, because I've come from an art background rather than programming, so yeah, that's really cool. You look to try and go into a studio, or you just go and see if you can make something yourself or do something indie, or any dreams like that, or is it just more just doing it because you want to see where it goes, basically? Bricks. No, that's not what we want. We want bricks. Okay. Items. Yeah, I've got a friend in uni who's a teacher, who's sort of an assistant teacher. He's only just got the job. He's actually the person that was talking with me at the college, Mark, who you probably know anyway. But he's gone on to staff's uni to sort of help them out. But now he's asking me to teach him how to use Unity, because they got that for their coding. They got that for their coding course, as well as Unreal Engine. But I'm terrible at teaching, so I'm not doing a good job. Bricks. Okay. Let's change this to brick. 2. Lovely. Let's get rid of the collider. We don't really want to be colliding this, no point. It's so small. We don't really want to have bricks on a brick. On a single brick, have be made up of a billion bricks. So let's duplicate this material. Brick, and what should we call it? Brick single. Doing a placement, yeah. Nice. Cool. Yeah, that sounds good. It's yeah, it's fun. Fun industry. A lot of work, but it's fun. At least you're doing something that you enjoy, you know. Mark's one of the lecturers. That's so funny. He's been messaging me this whole time, but I'm on TikTok live as well, so I can't answer. So if he's there with you now, let him know if you happen to be in his vicinity. What am I doing? I am making a single brick texture, so let's go. Let's use the marble. No, let's use a sandstone texture. just to add some nice little woo. What's it called? Normal map. And then we just adjust the shadows. I think that's all I need to do for this. So shadow strength. Yeah, that seems alright for a brick. For a brick. Maybe it needs to be a little bit more textured. Okay, let's just change this color because it's a bit bright. Doesn't quite look how I want it to look, but then again, I need to keep remembering it's supposed to be cell shaded with only a little bit of texture in the shadows and things.
Obsessed with Voxy Mobile's unlimited social media.
Check it out. Ooh, I've got a little thing going on here.
Really lightening up the winter
Got an advert. There you go, free advert for Voxy. Cool. Right, cool. Let's just see what that looks like. Ugh, actually, I just want to make it a bit less light. It's a bit too dark. Bright, I mean. Now it might be a bit too different from the other bricks. Just a few things. Okay, let's just see what that looks like. So, save. Let's create the scriptable object. Right, back to the creating this object. So pass stones, bricks, and now let's make these scriptable objects. So stones. Let's copy the brick wall. Let's just call it bricks. And then what we want to do then is update the IDs. Bricks, 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 and bricks. Right. Let's see what that looks like. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Let's just stick with this. I'm out of tea. Right, give bricks. Oh, TikTok wants me to verify that I'm a human, and I failed. I'm a human, I promise. There you go. Ah, cool. Yeah. I mean, a bit yellow. give myself a brick wall and see what that looks like next to it. Yeah, I need to adjust the colours of that. That is not what I want. Just go into my materials. I've lost my materials. Art, textures, materials, object materials. There you go. Cool. Let's just adjust the colours of these because it's a bit too orange. There you go, that matches a bit more. Cool. Shadow colour. Fine. Let's just adjust the shadows as well because they're a bit low. Okay. Interesting. I guess it is a little bit yellow on the lit side. Let me just adjust it again. What I really want is something like that. And then we just want to change the color of the shadows instead to be less dark. Oh my goodness me. That's not what we want. How do I adjust the shadow color? Oh, there you go. Okay. That seems better. I mean, let's ignore the fact that these bricks are really long and massive compared to the ones in the wall, but they're just like little decorations. They're not supposed to be anything majorly massive. Cool. Right. Save that. Now what is next? Bricks 2 mini pillar. What's this? Oh, I don't really like that. I don't want to add that to the game. What's next? What's a mini pillar? Oh, look, a little tiny thing for some reason. Sure, let's have that. So we've got our stone items. Let's replace our pillar with our mini pillar. Mini pillar. Oh, it's so cute. I don't know why you'd want that. No, I guess it could look cool on the end of like a stand. Maybe I should replace the tops and bottoms with obsidian. See what that looks like. Cool. Like that. Cool. Just change the box collider. Box collider. Lovely jubbly. And we're done. Let's just change the name of that. And the stone items. Pillar. pillar D. Now let's just change the stats of that one. I mean, it's a long process of doing this, but I mean, the main reason I'm streaming is just to keep me from distracting myself, because it's just tedious to keep going over the same thing over and over again. But it is kind of cool seeing the finished result every time you place one down. So at least it's got quick feedback, because once I've done this we can get to see what it looks like. I've forgotten how you spell pillar now. Pillar mini. Mini pillar. What am I doing? Pillar mini. Let's get rid of that and let's replace that with obsidian. Pillar mini. Cool, that should be everything. I might even be able to place a mini pillar on top of items. How small is it? Let me try that. So place item on object. If I just add that to the scriptable object, it'll now be able to be placed on objects. It might not be the right size, but we'll see. Let's see what it looks like. So pillar mini. Let's see. The instant payoff. Give pillar mini. Okay. Oh, it's tiny. I need to adjust that. Okay, it's well off. Interesting. Let's put it on top of a cart and see what happens. Yeah, it's not quite. Not quite. Maybe if I just I've changed it. The item on the mini grid side is 1-1. So let's see if that fixes it. Oh no, that did not fix it. That just made it worse. Oh, it's not good. Alright, so if I were to place it there, so it's slightly off. I think this looks to me like a 2x2 sort of item. If I place it and adjust its position, then I know where it should be placed when I'm in the actual object. So let's give ourselves the pillar mini again. Where is it? There it is. So I'm trying to place it in this corner here. And it's gone there. Fine. Let's go into the scene. Let's grab that pillar. Let's grab the pillar. And what we want to do is adjust the position. So I tried to place it in the corner, so it really should be there. So what is that? 0.2 is it? 0.22. Let's let's say maybe something like that. 0.22 by 0.22. Let's just see if that works. So mini pillar, go into the prefab. Found it. So we'll change that to 22. 22. I can't actually remember what this object trigger does, so it's in every single object, but I don't know what it's doing. But I've kept it there because it's probably doing something useful. There we go. Lovely. And now, let's see what happens. I think they might have fixed it. Give pillar mini. Okay, so if I were to place it, there you go, it's been placed in the middle of the square. Lovely. And if I were to place it here, for instance, on this little cart, it should be able to be placed is that right? Oh no, that's not what we want at all. Oh no. Wait a minute. What is it? I think it's just a bit high, but it's okay. It's high up. Let's see what it looks like here. So I want to place it here. That seems to have worked. I think that's worked. Let me just put a single in here just to see if the collisions. So yeah, I can place there. I can't place on these 4 squares. Same here. Yeah. Okay, I think that's actually worked. It was just a bit too high, so what we really want to do is just adjust the height of it. So let's have a look. We want to adjust it so it's probably about there. Minus 0.45, I'd say. Cool. Minus 0.045. Here we go. That's sorted then. That's another object sorted. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to be doing much of the same thing, so I think I will turn off the live for now. Say goodbye to the one person watching me. Cool. Probably won't be streaming until I've got something a bit more interesting, not doing the same thing over and over again. So yeah, see you people around. see you person around. Cool. Bye bye. Bye bye. Let me just turn off this on the